Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot on the news.
The police are investigating a fatal shooting on Barbican Road in St. Andrew. On Thursday, left 2 persons dead and another injured, according to reports. A female shopkeeper was at her establishment with 2 male customers when 2 armed men arrived and a motorcycle. The assailants opened gunfire, hitting all 3 individuals in the shop. The area was cordoned off as investigation got underway. Ongoing investigation by the Kingston Western Police have resulted in the charging of a man following last December killing of a father and the injury of the now deceased 2 young children. Detectives from the Division of Charge 34 years old Alain Brown, otherwise called Lando, from Golden Heights in Kingston 14, in connection with the tragic incident. Brown is charged with murder, 2 counts of wounding with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony. He was charged for an incident on December 6, 2023, in which the now deceased, 55 years old Mark Mackenzie was shot dead at his home on Upper Oxford Street in Kingston 14. Mackenzie's 2 sons, aged 8 and 4, both students, were shot and injured during the gun attack. Reports indicated that around 3 a.m., the father was at home with his 2 sons when several men armed with guns unlocked the door to their 1-bedroom apartment and opened gunfire. The father was hit in the head and upper body, while the children received gunshot wounds to their legs. Police assist all 3 to the Kingston Public Hospital, where the father was pronounced dead. The boys were treated and later transported to the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Following continuous investigation, the accused was held last month and charged after he was positively identified during an identification parade. 21-year-old man was sentenced to prison for life after he was found guilty in the gun court on Thursday. Tavare Philly, otherwise called Tav, from 4th Street in Kingston, appeared before the court on charges of unauthorized possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. High Court Judge Justice Cale Wilshire sentenced Philly to 15 years in prison on the firearm charge. He to serve 10 years before he is eligible for parole. On the ammunition charge, Philly was sentenced to life imprisonment and must serve 15 years before he is eligible for parole. The judge ordered that the sentence were to run concurrently. The charge stemming from an incident which occurred on Wednesday, September 13, 2023, at the intersection of 1st Street and West Road in Kingston. Allegations before the court were that around 4:50 p.m. police were on mobile patrol when the accused was stopped and searched. During the search, it was reported that a black firearm was retrieved from the waistband of the accused. He was taken into custody, and following further investigation, he was subsequently charged. A pre-dawn operation by the St. Anne's police led to the arrest and charge of 49-year-old Willis James, a barber of Enfield, St. Anne, following a sexual assault in Mount Olive and Brownstown in the parish between November 6 and November 7. James was charged with rape, adoption, grievous sexual assault and robbery with aggravation. Reports indicated that about 8 a.m., a woman was walking along the main road in Mount Olive when James, who was driving a Toyota Filla motor car, brandished a knife and told her to enter the vehicle. It is alleged that James took the woman's phone before driving into a lonely road where he proceeded to assault her. On Thursday, November 7, James released the woman in Brownstown. A report was made to the police and an investigation was launched. James was later arrested during the operation. A 29-year-old Manchester woman has been charged with firearm offense after handing over a gun to the police during a November 29 search, charged with possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition, is Anika Marshall, otherwise called Chrisan, of Craighead Christiana in Manchester. Reports from the Mandeville police are that about 7:20 a.m. a police team carried out an operation on premises occupied by Marshall. During the operation, Marshall reportedly handed the police a bag which contained a 9mm pistol with a magazine fixed containing 5 9mm cartridge. She was subsequently arrested and charged. Her court date is being arranged. one 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 10 9mm cartridges was seized by the police in Barrytown, St. James on Thursday, December 5th. One man was taken into custody. Reports from the Montego Bay Police are that at about 12:35 p.m. a team of officers were conducting a raid when a vehicle was searched and the firearm and ammunition found. Investigation is ongoing. Team from the Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency, MOCA, have arrested 6 individuals during a coordinated operation at 6 locations across 4 parishes. The arrests are linked to an ongoing investigation into a multi-million-dollar cyber attack. According to Major Basil Jarrett, Director of Communications at MOCA, agent with operational support from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF conducted the operations from last night into this morning, targeting 6 locations across the parishes of St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, St. Catherine, and Kingston. The 6 suspects are alleged to be individuals involved in a multi-million-dollar scam targeting an elderly customer of the National Commercial Bank. They are believed to have been stolen $45,000 and $7.4 million and distribute the funds to several beneficiaries. The Independent Commission of Investigation INDECOM have launched a probe after a police fatal shooting incident which resulted in the death of a 48-year-old man. The deceased has been identified as Veron Campbell. The incident occurred on December 4 along Old Harbour Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Year to date, 171 persons have been shot and killed by the security force, of which 3 were fatally shot in December. The initial police report is that officers were on mobile patrol when they were attempted to stop a man who aroused their suspicion. It is alleged that the man pointed and fired at one of the police officers, and the officers fired in response. The roadway was blocked with debris by residents following the shooting incidents. One firearm, 9mm Ruger pistol, was reported as removed. From the scene, the police reported, the examination, processing, and package of evidential material was completed. The body of the deceased man was photographed and sealed pending post-mortem examination. An initial account of the incident was provided by each concerned officer